15 Facts about Johnny Depp and Amber Heard's tumultuous relationship. Number 1. In 2009, Depp met Heard on the set of The Rum Diary. Depp starred as Paul Kemp, a journalist who takes a job in Puerto Rico in The Rum Diary. Based off of Hunter S. Thompson's book of the same name, Thompson was Depp's real-life friend and idol. Heard played Chenault, a woman engaged to another man, who Kemp is immediately smitten with as soon as he sees her. Number 2. Depp and Heard were dating by early 2012. In a court filing, Heard wrote that she and Depp began dating around the end of 2011 or the start of 2012. It was also in 2012 that Depp and longtime partner Paradis publicly announced their separation after 14 years of dating. Depp had 2 children with Paradis, Lily Rose and John Christopher. Heard split up with partner Tassia Van Ree at the same time. USA Today reported that Heard was arrested in 2009 on a charge of physically assaulting then-girlfriend Van Ree at Seattle-Tacoma International Airport in Washington. The two got into a disagreement after Heard allegedly grabbed and hit Van Ree's arm. Number 3. In 2014, Heard was spotted wearing an engagement ring. Depp himself seemed to confirm the engagement in a video interview with the Daily Mail. After discussing wedding planning and pointing out that he was wearing a chick's ring on his finger, "It's probably a dead giveaway, isn't it?" "Not very subtle," Depp said. Number 4. In 2015, Depp and Heard married in a private ceremony. After several years of dating, Depp and Heard married in a very private ceremony in their home in La, with people reporting photos. Later in 2015, Depp and Heard breached Australia's biosecurity laws after they failed to declare their dogs when they arrived in the country. They released an apology video together. Number 5. In 2016, Heard filed for divorce from Depp and accused him of physical abuse. On May 23, 2016, Heard filed for divorce from Depp and, 4 days later, obtained a temporary restraining order against the Oscar-nominated actor. She alleged that Depp had physically abused her during their relationship, and said it was usually while under the influence of drugs or alcohol. She alleged that on May 21, before filing for divorce, an incident had recently taken place in which Depp threw his phone at her, leaving her with a bruised face. However, a police spokesman told People that an investigation into the domestic incident radio call found that no crime had taken place. Number 6. A $7 million settlement was reached out of court on August 16, 2016. Heard testified under oath at a deposition, but a settlement was eventually reached after she withdrew her request for a domestic violence restraining order. She also rescinded her spousal support request of $50,000 a month. Depp and Heard also released a joint statement, saying, "Our relationship was intensely passionate and at times volatile, but always bound by love. Neither party has made false accusations for financial gain." Number 7. In 2017, the divorce was finalized. Depp and Heard's divorce was finalized a year after Heard filed. Heard kept the dogs that were at the center of the 2015 scandal in which the couple failed to declare the animals in Australia. Meanwhile, Depp retained sole possession of all properties, including his private island in the Bahamas, as well as his collection of classic cars and motorcycles. Number 8. In December 2018, Heard wrote an op-ed for The Washington Post saying she was abused. Heard wrote an op-ed for The Washington Post in which she spoke about the treatment of women in domestic abuse cases. In the op-ed, Heard wrote, "I became a public figure representing domestic abuse, and I felt the full force of our culture's wrath for women who speak out." Number 9. In 2019, Depp sued Heard for $50 million for defamation over the WAPO article. Heard claimed that she still had scars on her arms and feet from an incident where Depp allegedly threw her through a ping-pong table and dragged her through broken glass. The suit is still ongoing in the U.S. Number 10. In 2020, phone recordings were released in which Heard admitted to hitting Depp. In January, phone recordings obtained by the Daily Mail were released. In these recordings, Heard admitted to hitting Depp. Heard is heard saying, "I'm sorry that I didn't hit you across the face in a proper slap, but I was hitting you. It was not punching you. Babe, you're not punched." Number 11. On July 7, 2020, the 3-week libel trial began. Depp fought News Group Newspapers, the publisher of The Sun, in court over a 2018 article in which they called him a wife-beater in reference to Depp and Heard's former marriage. Depp sued both the publisher and The Sun's executive editor Dan Wooten for libel. Ryder wrote, "The idea that he is an incredibly violent person is the farthest thing from the Johnny I knew and loved. I cannot wrap my head around these accusations." Number 12. On November 2, the court ruled against Depp in the libel trial. 3 months after the blockbuster trial began, Judge Mr. Justice Nicole ruled that The Sun was correct in reporting that Depp was violent towards his ex-wife Amber Heard. In reaching his ruling, Nicole referred to 14 separate incidents that The Sun's lawyers cited to justify calling Depp a wife-beater. Number 13. 4 days later on November 6, Depp announced that he had been asked to resign from his role as Grindelwald in Fantastic Beasts 3. Depp will no longer portray the controversial dark wizard Grindelwald in the upcoming Fantastic Beasts film. In a statement posted to his Instagram on November 6, 4 days after the conclusion to his libel case, he wrote in a typed letter, "I wish to let you know that I have been asked to resign by Warner Bros. from my role as Grindelwald in Fantastic Beasts, and I have respected and agreed to that request." Number 14. Depp was denied the right to appeal by the court's ruling. Johnny Depp and his legal team had hoped to overturn the court's ruling with an appeal, but in a statement that was made public on November 25, Judge Nicol refused to grant Depp the permission to appeal against his judgment, saying, "I do not consider that the proposed grounds of appeal have a reasonable prospect of success." The judge also ordered Depp to make an initial payment of £630,000 to News Group newspapers. Number 15. In March 2021, Depp was once again denied permission to appeal against the High Court ruling by the Court of Appeals in London. Depp and his lawyers submitted an application to the Court of Appeals in London, the second highest court in the land, to obtain permission to contest the High Court ruling that he assaulted his ex-wife Amber Heard. However, the Court of Appeal judges denied Depp's application, saying the original hearing was full and fair, and that the trial judge gave thorough reasons for his conclusions which have not been shown even arguably to be vitiated by any error of approach or mistake of law. Thank you for watching Factify Vlogs. If you like the video, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe our YouTube channel.